This has been under wraps for over 1 year, but it turns out the Waltons are buying up almost a whole city in the state of Arkansas. So today we're discussing what does that mean for Northwest Arkansas, as well as what does it mean for the outdoor recreation area around Arkansas in general. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, horrible, please leave state of Illinois near Chicagoland area, terrible. And I actually could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America, but I chose right here in Northwest Arkansas. So if you want to come down, talk to me, meet up for coffee, and talk about all the different reasons why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, let me know, give me a call, shoot me a text, and we'll make it happen when you come down to visit Northwest Arkansas. Also, if you haven't been down here quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Springdale? What's going on in Fayetteville? What are the schools like? What are the hospitals like? What are all the businesses moving here? All the cool things you need to know about Northwest Arkansas. Package, literally a package, ship right to your home. Right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Where am I shipping this package to? Let me know all the information below. I'll make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. Alright, so the first thing we need to cover is what city is the actual Waltons buying out and kind of, basically buying up a bunch of homes and land. And then also what does it mean for Northwest Arkansas? So Kingston is actually the name of the city that the Waltons are buying out, and that's actually going to be just a little bit east of Huntsville. So it goes Fayetteville, and then east of Fayetteville is actually Huntsville, about an hour-ish away from here, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depends on what part of Huntsville. And then east of that is actually Kingston. Kingston, no-name town. No one knows about it. A little bit farther away from Bentonville. But the big question is, why are they really interested in Kingston in general? It has really no downtown section, super small town. I was actually privy to this information last summer because I have people in different title company places, remained nameless, that have kind of gave me a heads up of where they're purchasing next. So I knew that they're buying up a lot of land in the Kingston area, and then they started buying up a lot of homes in kind of the downtown section, very similar to what they did in Bentonville. That's just not a shocker. And so they're kind of going to start revitalizing this area of Kingston, Arkansas. But why Kingston? Why does this make a difference? And so some no-name town. But let's talk about some of those reasons right now, then we'll jump on to some of the other reasons. But I believe, and this is all theory, I don't have a direct connection to any of them. This is a real estate agent on YouTube that came from Chicago, that moved here for a purpose and obviously a lot of reasons, because it's the best place to live in America. These are my theories of why they're doing this. And the main reason, I think, is because it's proximity so close to the Buffalo River, and also Hawksbill Crag, which is like one of the major tourist attractions of Arkansas, like a huge point that comes. You type in Arkansas Fall or anything like that, it's like the photo that comes up. So one of the major points. There's massive trail systems that are developed there. What's really happening is that they're buying a lot of Kingston. We're going to talk about in a second, but really for the terrain. It really is at the north end of the Ozark National Forest mountains, but it is actually quite mountainous in that area, and it's a lot of this, and so they're buying this for the terrain because, in Bentonville area it's a lot more flatter to some extent, but obviously Bella Vista is way different. South of Fayetteville is a lot more of this. But that is a very unique area because it's going to be revitalized. I'm sure that they've bought a lot of the main downtown sections, going to put restaurants and other businesses in there. And so they're developing the main downtown section to kind of, and I'm guessing, to bring it to Bentonville standards at some point in the very near future. So the second thing we need to talk about when it comes to why Kingston is kind of a main focal point for the Waltons, and like I said before, one of the main reasons is terrain, but why does terrain matter? And so the big focus of all this is I think they're going to be making this into a next big facility when it comes to outdoor recreation. So I mean, like, we're gonna have more like kayaking because it's right next to the Buffalo River. We're gonna have a lot more biking trails because there are already so much diverse trails right there. They just need to be maintained better. There's a lot of big trail systems right there. There's a lot of up and down, so there are gonna be more intense trail systems. And on top of that, one of the big pushes they're gonna have, or two big pushes, is gravel riding. So that's a big push in Northwest Arkansas in general. But probably one of the biggest things is rock climbing. It's a little bit more challenging to build a rock climbing facility, outdoor stuff in Northwest Arkansas, except if you're on the south end of Northwest Arkansas near Fayetteville, you could probably do that. But up in the north side, there's not many, like, it's this, but not like you need shears. Obviously, that's the whole point of mountain climbing and rock climbing. So if you buy out an area down in the North Ozark forest, essentially, have trail systems, the whole thing. You can start developing some really interesting rock climbing facilities down there, leveraging that whole thing. And so a lot of it goes back to the idea is that obviously they're trying to work with Kingston and trying to buy out some of the properties, bring more restaurants in there, build out the trail systems, etc. They're going to be doing what they did in Bentonville, just in Kingston. And stay to the third point because I have a really good theory of what's going to happen, but I know a lot of these things are coming down the pipeline because obviously I'm fully aware of what was happening in Kingston, but I know a lot of things are coming down the pipeline when it comes to what they want to do in Kingston. These are just theories, but I do know that that's on the docket to happen very soon in Kingston. I imagine less than 5 years. Whoa. Before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications? Way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below: name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to North Arkansas? What are all the cool places you want to think about moving to? Let me know with all the information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on over the Walmart Amphitheater? When are the Razorbacks playing? What are all the cool businesses moving here? All the things you need to know about Northwest Arkansas, and there are so many things all the time. It's hard to fit into an email. It is really challenging. So many things all the time. Enter your name below, enter your email below. I'll make sure that get that emailed every single Friday. But sadly, side note, it's tragic really. You will get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. So obviously that's point number 3 is obviously they are moving to Kingston for the terrain. They're moving to Kingston for the future outdoor recreation stuff. But what is the master plan, the grand plan for this whole thing? Now, we're going to put our tin caps on for a little bit. Those old-fashioned tin foil caps. My thinking is, my theory cap, my thinking is that they're going to model Kingston similar to Vail, Colorado. They're going to start developing these smaller cities that have these amazing trail systems, that have these connections to the terrain, that can do a lot of outdoor recreation to create a Vail kind of idea for Colorado. They're obviously, with Arkansas in general, Arkansas is very specific when it comes to outdoor recreation. They've actually employed, one of the few states that actually employed an outdoor recreation person. Colorado, and maybe 2-3 other states actually have a position dedicated to outdoor recreation. So the Waltons are leveraging that, as they should, and they are actually making outdoor recreation a bigger deal in Arkansas. I know one of the main goals for Arkansas is to compete directly with Colorado when it comes to outdoor recreation. You can't just do it in Northwest Arkansas because Northwest Arkansas is a metropolitan